friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be another tutorial. And I know I'm doing a lot of tutorials recently, but like I can't help it. That's what I like to do. I like to do tutorials. So for today's tutorial, I am doing this pink halo cut crease. This is kind of very grunge in my opinion because there's like so much black and the lower lash line is very smoked out. I do just want to point out that my left eye is watering like crazy. So if you see that little like gap right there, I have put shadow on that about 57 times, and every single time my eye just keeps watering and taking it away. So the reason I'm doing this tutorial is because I posted a picture on Snapchat. I will leave the picture right here. A while ago, you can see in the picture a while ago, my hair is super long and straight, but I posted that picture on Snapchat and I got so many of you guys asking me for a tutorial. And even though this was a while ago, I still wanted to give it to you because I told you that I was going to give it to you, and I know I'm so late, but at least I'm doing it, right? I am using the Life's a Drag palette by Lunar Beauty. I know there's a lot of drama surrounding Lunar Beauty right now and its founder and whatnot. I know. The thing is, I promised this tutorial to you guys a while ago before anything happened, or I guess before anything was exposed, or whatever you want to say. Regardless, this is what the inside of the palette looks like. I actually think that the color layout in this palette is amazing, and this color called Sickning, which is spelled wrong, which stresses me out every single time I look at it. It's spelled wrong on purpose, but like I'm still stressed. That color I use in my crease almost every single day. If I'm doing like my everyday day-to-day makeup look, which is just literally one color in the crease, one color on the lid, and then I'm good to go. Which, let me know if you guys want to see like a tutorial on that. It's super easy, but if you guys want a tutorial on that, please let me know because I will do it. You know I will. So I feel like I've been rambling for 45 minutes. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then please just keep on watching. So just jumping right in, the first color I'm grabbing is the color Sickning, which is just a nice pink tone transition shade. I am obsessed with this transition shade. Even when I'm doing like a one eyeshadow look, I always use this in the crease, and I just think it is perfect. It's especially perfect for this look though because we're going in with a lot of pink tones and like berry tones, so I feel like having this down for those colors to blend into is just, it's the perfect color. Now I'm going into the color Kai Kai, and I don't know what any of these things mean, by the way. Any of these words that are not just like, you know, regular schmegular words that we use all the time. I don't know what they mean. I know he explained it in his video, but I don't remember. So I'm taking this color with a Real Techniques brush. I believe this is like a crease brush, and I'm applying this on my inner and outer corners and a lot into the crease as well. This is kind of like the main star of the show. We really want the pink to show through, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going in with a fluffy brush, the original fluffy brush that we used, and I'm just blending out any harsh lines from that color. I will say that the colors in this palette are very blendable. You'll see as I work with them, I don't really run into any problems. I do think that they are good quality. That's just my honest opinion. Now I'm going in with the color Snatched, which is more of like a brick red shade, and I'm just working this on the inner and outer corner. I'm not trying to put this into the crease too much, but once I've got that stamped on, I am going in with that Real Techniques brush that we used with the pink shade called Kai Kai, and I'm just blending out any of those harsh lines. We're gonna do a lot of stamping and blending and stamping and blending. Basically, I do that for every single look, but especially for this one because these colors are usually a lot harder to work with, like pinks and reds and stuff. Those are usually a little bit more difficult to use in an eye look and not look super ill. So now I grabbed the color Trade, which is kind of like a deeper burgundy shade, and I'm using a Makeup Geek. I believe this is like a outer V brush. I think it's an outer V brush, and I'm doing the exact same thing that I did with Snatched. This one is just a little bit more of a deep shade, so I'm applying this on that outer and inner corners, and I'm just stamping it on there, and then I'm going in with the fluffier Real Techniques brush just to blend that out a little bit further. You can see, honestly, everything is blending really, really well. Now I'm going into the color Shady, which is a matte black. This, I will say, is definitely not the best matte black that I've ever owned. I definitely have other matte blacks that perform a little bit better. They're more pigmented, and I think he even mentioned that he wanted it to be this way. He didn't want it to be super pigmented, and I actually have read a lot of comments from people who prefer when their blacks are not super pigmented. Myself personally, I would much rather have an intense black, so That's just something to note. Then I grabbed the color Snatched again to kind of blend out that black shade. And now I am grabbing that Real Techniques brush again that we used with Kylie, and I'm blending even further. There, like I said, there's just so much blending. Oh, look, more blending. Going in with that original fluffy brush that we used with the transition shade just to blend even further. Pinks, like I said, pinks are difficult to blend out properly. These, I would say, are definitely good quality, but in general, they're harder to work with, so that's why there's so much blending, especially in this tutorial. Now I am using the center color, I guess. This would be like the star of the show, number 2. This is the Diamond Dew by Lime Crime, and this is in the color Paris. I actually own every single one of these, the Diamond Dews from Lime Crime, and I do really like them. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do really like them. They are liquid eyeshadow. I wouldn't say they're as pigmented or intense as these Stila Magnificent Metals, but they do add just like a little sparkle, and I do really like them. So I just applied that on the center of the lid, and once there was a lot less product on the little applicator, I kind of blended it outwards. And now moving on to concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way, the newer one, not the older one. And I believe I have mine in the color Sand, and I'm just applying this underneath the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, center of the forehead, on the chin, and on the cupid as well. The same exact places that I always do. And to blend it out, of course, I'm using a damp beauty blender. You guys already, you're probably tired of this. Sometimes I think like maybe I should cut this out because I do the exact same routine in every single video. And I have my foundation routine that I always link in every single video. So I'm kind of just like, I don't know, do you guys still want to see it? Leave me a comment below if you're still interested in me doing like my concealer. I don't really do my foundation on camera much anymore, but if you guys want to see that too, you can let me know. Whatever your feedback is, basically. Just let me know in the comments. Now to set my concealed areas, I'm using the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder. And I love this powder, especially for days when I'm not going anywhere like for a long time. Like if I don't need my makeup to last for a long time, I think that this powder is perfect because I feel that it makes my pores kind of just vanish. But it doesn't really last long term on my oily skin. That's how I feel about it. I think if you have dry skin, this is the perfect powder for you. But for my oily skin, it's definitely not the best. Going in with Swerve ColourPop eyeliner. Sorry, Alana just screamed like in my ear. This is the ColourPop eyeliner in the color Swerve. It's just the black shade. I think that since we have that black on that inner and outer corner, it's kind of best to go in with black on the waterline. Of course, you don't have to. And I actually recently found out that I'm allergic to carmine, so I cannot use pinks or purples in my waterline, or reds, of course, in my waterline unless they're like a vegan formula anyways. So that is another reason that I'm going in with black. Leave me a comment in the description box. In the comments if you guys are allergic to any type of makeup products as well. Anyways, now I'm going in with a flat definer brush. This one I believe is from Morphe. And I'm grabbing the color Shady just to kind of blend out that black eyeliner a little bit. And then I grabbed the color Kylie with a pencil brush just to blend even further. I could have grabbed probably one of the darker shades, like maybe Trade or Snatched. But I felt like if I didn't go in with Kylie, then it would have just, it would have been lacking that pink on that lower lash line. And then it wouldn't have tied together as well. So even though it took me a little bit longer to blend this down there, I still think it was the best choice. Now I'm going in with my contour shade. I am using Definitive by MAC. This is a palette that I made myself. I know that they have like actual contour palettes now, which I wish that they had before I made this one. I made this one a very long time ago. But I'm using the shade Definitive, which I hadn't used for a very, very, very long time. I was kind of stuck on the color Shadester for a while. But I think this color is even better than Shadester for my skin tone. So if you're my skin tone and you want just like one color from MAC to do your contour with, I believe this is actually a pro item, but MAC Pro is also available online, so that's where I get it. I don't have like a pro discount or a pro, I don't have any of that. But the color Definitive, definitely the one. I also use that to contour my nose really quickly. And now moving on to bronzer, I am using Rodeo Drive by ColourPop. This has been my go-to recently. I just love the color of this. I think it gives my skin the perfect amount of warmth. I think this is like easily my top 3 bronzers. Now I'm going to move on to the eyes. I'm just going to finish up by applying lashes. I am using my Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal. This is my ride or die, tried and true favorite mascara. I have not found anything that I like as much as this. Of course, the Too Faced Better Than Sex, I do really like that one as well.
but this one is drugstore, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and side with this one. Now for lashes, I'm using Priscilla Nicole lashes in the style Camila. I use these every time I do like a one eyeshadow look, which you guys have not really seen yet. Let me know if you want a tutorial on that. I think that I am gonna end up doing one, just so you guys see, like, when I go to work and I have half an hour to get ready only, I always use like one eyeshadow in the crease and I'm done. And these lashes look amazing with that kind of a look. So I figured that they would be really nice and flirty for this look, so that's why I used them today, and I was right. I did really like them. I did feel like they were a little bit more winged out though, and considering that this was a halo eye, maybe it was kind of, it would have been better if I used something that was a little bit more rounded, but it's okay. I love Priscilla Nicole lashes. Like every single style that I've ever tried from her, I think they're amazing. For blush today, I'm using my Makeup Forever S214 blush, which is my favorite, not my favorite blush, but I think Makeup Forever blushes in general, the formula is my favorite. I think that they're really good and they're really not badly priced if you buy, you know, a couple. I usually buy them in like packs of 3, I believe is how they come. And now moving on to highlight, I'm using the Kylie and Jordyn collection. I'm using their highlighter palette and I'm using the shade Inseparable. That's more of the peachy pink color, so I figured it would go perfect with this look, and I honestly really did like it. I thought that it kind of brought everything together, but it wasn't too monochromatic, if that makes sense, because it does have a little bit of peach in there. And say hello to my brother Andrew as he just disrupts my entire video as usual. I mean, like, my family has no boundaries. This, I'm pretty sure I filmed it on a Sunday, and my family always comes over on Sundays, so he saw what I was doing and decided that he needed to be part of it. I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow and down the bridge of my nose as well. This brush that I'm using is by BH Cosmetics. I don't believe it has a name on it or anything like that, but honestly any semi-fluffy brush that you have will do. Now to line my lips, I am using a limited edition item, and I'm sorry, but this is one of my favorite lip pencils of all time, and I just needed it with this look. I just felt like it was perfect. This is the MAC and Sharon Osbourne lip pencil in the color Cranberry. It's definitely not for sale. Actually, this one is quite old, but it's just the perfect like muted pink color. I love it, especially on my skin tone. So I paired that with the ColourPop lipstick. This is the Ultra Satin Lip in collaboration with Delilah in the color Wish. Is it called Wish? I'm fairly certain it's called Wish. So I loved that color, especially with this look. But once you've got that on, then this look is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. It's the end of the voiceover. I can't be blamed for this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is so exciting because today we're doing a tutorial with the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette.